What if Wayne Gretzky played in the modern NHL? We are going to be throwing a prime Wayne Gretzky at 27 years old, 99 overall on the modern day Oilers, where he will play alongside Connor McDavid, who also is a 99, and a 95 Leon Draisaitl. So this top six is absolutely loaded, the best first line in all of hockey, and we are going to see what type of damage this trio could do in today's NHL up against the current competition. Basically, we're just going to go until Wayne Gretzky becomes washed or decides to retire. Maybe he retires early, who knows. Chris Knobloch, a conversation. We actually have real head coaches now. I'm going to leave that at that. I'm not going to make any changes. I'm not going to be making any trades, signings, anything like that. I'm just here to simulate and see what a prime Gretzky could do in today's NHL. If you guys do enjoy NHL content just like this, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I post and go live pretty much every single day. So at the end of the season, not surprising, as the Edmonton Oilers had a great year, 60 wins, 19 losses, 3 in overtime for 123 points at the top of the NHL. Followed by Carolina, they had 55 wins. Colorado had a great season. Dallas was up there. Nashville at the bottom. We get the Utah Hockey Club with only 25 wins. Wayne Gretzky had a great season, 50 goals, 123 points, leading our squad. McDavid had 119. Leon only had 94, even though he played on that first line. I guess he very clearly is the third link in that line. Zach Hyman was point per game, 33 goals, 82 points. Bouchard had 70 points. Nuge, 68. Jeff Skinner, 62. And for Foreskin Skinner, 49, 16, and 3. 5 shutouts with a .919 save percentage. What a year for Stuart Skinner. Gretzky will have the most points in the NHL at 123, followed by McKinnon and Rantanen, each having 121. Matthews was up there at 120. McDavid, 119. Barkov. It seems like the scoring is at an all-time high. We got guys like Marty Necas putting up 110 points, which, I mean, he was on pace for early in the season. Definitely slowed down now. Matthews, he'll have the most goals at 65, followed by McKinnon, 61, McDavid, 52, and Alexander Ovechkin at age 39 is still scoring 52 goals a season. Skinner is going to go ahead, lead all goaltenders in wins with 49. For the most shutouts in the NHL, that would be Freddie Anderson with 9 on the season. He could potentially end up stealing the Vezina. He had great numbers himself. And now in round number 1, we got to face my Anaheim Ducks, where Pekka Pasta is currently playing on. In the first round, we should be able to absolutely steamroll them and hopefully go on and win the Stanley Cup. And just like we should, we absolutely steamrolled the Anaheim Ducks in round number 1 in 5 games. As we know, go on to the second round to play. Who are we playing here? The Vancouver Canucks, a team that literally has never won anything in their franchise's history. This should be an easy series as well. Just pin Pedersen versus Miller. I'm sure the rest will take care of itself. We get rid of Vancouver in 6 games in round 2. Conference Finals rematch of 2022 against the Colorado Avalanche, who split the first 2 games, take a 2-1 series lead. Move on to game 4, where we do get the overtime victory and have the potential to eliminate them in 5 games here in Edmonton. First period, 1-0 lead. Second period, we're all knotted up at 2 apiece. Colorado and Edmonton going back and forth. There we go. The big Mac David will score on Mackenzie Blackwood, give the Oilers the lead with 10 to go in the third of a very pivotal game number 5. But Ross Colton, he's going to tie the game up at 3. Things are not looking too great right now. We had the game in the bag, and we ended up selling. All right, we're going to go to overtime. Let's see, and there it is. Colorado, Nathan McKinnon on Stuart Skinner on the power play will force a Game 6 back in Ball Arena. Luckily, we do get by them in Game 6, 3-2, and we have the Carolina Hurricanes, a rematch of 2006 here in the Stanley Cup Finals. We got a 13-6 record, up through 2-1 over Carolina. Could it be 3-1? There we go. We head back to home in Alberta for a game number 5, where the Stanley Cup is in the building, where Wayne Gretzky is back playing on the Oilers. And entering the third period, we are down by 1. Carolina holding on to a 2-1 lead right now. Shots are pretty much even. 20, and there it is. Brent Burns' power play marker will extend the lead to 2. Edmonton right now is straight up selling. They had only a 1-goal deficit. 5 minutes to go. The offense has completely dried up here. as it looks like Carolina will force a Game 6 back in Carolina. All right, we get another shot of the Stanley Cup here. 2-1 lead after one. All knotted up thanks to Seth Jarvis entering the third period. And then when did Brent Burns go back into his prime? This dude's like 40 years old, lighting us up right now, just scoring at will on Stuart Skinner. And we are down by one. Never mind. Troy Stetcher will tie the game up on Freddie Anderson. There we go. 7 minutes to go in the third period. Come on, Edmonton. Take the lead. Take the lead. I don't want overtime. Take the lead. Take the lead. No, we got overtime, don't we? All right, here we go in overtime. All tied up at 3 apiece. We could potentially have a Stanley Cup winner here as Connor McDavid gives over to Leon. Leon shooting, and Freddie Anderson will flash the leather. Tons of time left in the third period. Stanley Cup in the building here in Carolina. Trying to get a revenge over 2006. We lost that series. We're not doing it again. We get the great one, Wayne Gretzky, on our team. There it is. Come on, the big McDavid. You got to go after her, kid. There's no ketchup on the ice, McDavid. Oh, no. Slavin doesn't get a shot on net. Nice D by McDavid. Over to Bouchard. Over to Ekholm. Up to Gret. No way. Where's Marty McSorley when you need him? Gretzky throwing the body around in the big 2025. Unbelievable. Your mom's a hoe. Coming in. Over. Svechnikov. Nice save by Foreskin Skinner. You'll love to see it, laddie. Well, Gretzky is getting tossed around right now by these younger cats. Oh, my God. What a save by Skinner. Full pressure. We turned it over. Back to Slavin. To Aho. To Burns. To Slavin. There we go. Throw the body, boys. Leon Draisaitl skates it out. Over to McDavid. McDavid's waiting. There it is. Dry. Shooting. Bouchard trying to go backdoor to Connor, but it did not work. We get a 2-on-1 the other way. Jack Roslovic over Robinson shooting, and he will snipe it home as the Carolina Hurricanes will force a Game 7 back in Edmonton. All right, Game 7. Here we are, the best 2 words in all of sports. Entering the third period. Oh, no, Carolina is up by 1. This is a disaster. We had a 3-1 series lead over the Hurt. There we go. Evander Kane, of all people, will tie the game. Oh, no, power play for Carolina. We kill it off, thank God. Less than 10 to go in the third. 7 minutes remaining. Oh, not again. Not another. Oh, come on. Dmitry Orlov will score. And the Edmonton Oilers are going to blow a 3-1 series lead in the Stanley Cup Finals with Wayne Gretzky. I mean, offensively, Gretzky and McDavid, they both went off. Wayne had 19 goals, 37 points. McDavid had 31. Leon, 24. All offense for the Edmonton Oilers. And then there was none of it to be found. Even Skinner had a .930 save percentage pretty much with 3 shutouts, and we still could not capture the Stanley Cup in year number 1. The great one is going to win the Ted Lindsay, Art Ross, and Hart Trophy. Matthews, the Maurice Richard, the Norris, the Miro Heiskanen. Your mom's a hoe will win the Conn Smythe. Skinner is going to steal the Vezina, and the Selke will end up going to Robert Thomas from St. Louis. Well, we're now heading into season number 2 after an absolute choke job in the final. Still rocking with the same exact first line. Get a +5 there. The second line pretty much remains the same. Besides Jeff Skinner, Victor Arvidsson's down in the third line with Henrique and Janmark. Fourth line isn't the greatest. Defensively, we are hurting. And we lost Evan Bouchard in the offseason. That is just great. Skinner's up to an 87, though, so that is a plus. So this is back-to-back seasons where the Edmonton Oilers are the best team in the Pacific. 54, 21-7, 115 points on the year. And it's back-to-back President's Trophy wins, but none of this matters unless the Oilers can go all the way with Wayne Gretzky. It's going to be an absolute disappointment. Carolina had a great season. So did Florida, Vancouver, and Toronto. McDavid's going to lead our team. He had 116 points. Gretzky did take a step back. Only 43 goals, 106 points. Draisaitl had 102. Zach Hyman went 94. Nugent Hopkins had 78. Kane, 64. Pretty good season by him. Also had 38 goals. And for Skinner, not as good of a season, a .907 save percentage, 3 shutouts, but 41 wins is nice. Alexander Barkov is going to lead the NHL in scoring with 126 points. McDavid was up there at 116, Sam Reinhart 115. We got Jack Hughes having more goals or more points than Wayne Gretzky in 2026. Matthew Tkachuk had 106. Your mom's a hoe, 104. Nylander had a pretty good year. On the goal side, Nathan MacKinnon will have the most at 60. Followed by Matthews, 57, past to 55, McDavid, 51, and Connor Bedard, 40. Or actually, no, he had 50 on the season. Joey Decord had the most wins at 42, followed by Demko and Skinner, who each had 41 apiece. And also, Joey Decord with the most shutouts at 8. Just hand this man the Vezina Trophy already, alongside a .922 save percentage. And in round number 1, the Oilers are going to face the very young but promising San Jose Sharks with Macklin Celebrini. So they're going to be a tough out. Obviously, we went all the way to the finals, blew a 3-1 series lead. This needs to be a revenge season. Thankfully, we do get by San Jose in 6 games, move on to Vancouver, who we did end up beating in 6, I believe, last season as well. So unless they had a major overhaul in the offseason, oh wow, we are down 0-2, 0-3 to start the series, and things are not looking good for the Oilers. Let's see, game number 4, can we get the dub? Wow, we just got swept by the Vancouver Canucks. What on earth? What simulation am I living in? The New Jersey Devils will go on and defeat Vancouver in 6 games in the final. So again, we beat Vancouver. We make it to the finals, have a shot at the Stanley Cup. But I don't know what's going on with Edmonton right now. If we go the entire video with Gretzky, McDavid, and Leon all playing on the squad, and we don't end up winning at least 1 Stanley Cup, that's going to be major disappointment. As Leon led our team 17 points in 10 games, Gretzky had 15, as well as McDavid. And Stuart Skinner, if we take a look, had a 9-13, so he was decent. Alexander Barkov will win the Ted Lindsay, Art Ross, and Hart Trophy. Maurice Richard to the Dog. We got Fox taking home the Norris, the Conn Smythe to Pretty Boy Jack Hughes. Aiden Hill will win the Vezina, and yet again, Robert Thomas back-to-back Selkies. So it looks like, oh wow, we lost Connor McDavid in the offseason. This video has gone down the goddamn drain. We're now rocking with Leon, Gretzky, and Hyman as our first line. McDavid decided to go elsewhere. I guess he did not like the legend of Wayne joining the team. Oh, Evan Bouchard's back on the squad. I don't know where the hell he was last season. And Stuart Skinner has dropped down to an 84 overall. This is going bad very quickly. Well, the Edmonton Oilers are absolutely free-falling. 38, 36, and 8, only 84 points, 5th in the Pacific after back-to-back President's Trophies. We end up missing the postseason. Carolina, best team in the NHL, 53, 19, and 10, 116 points. Even with Gretzky having his statistically the best season of the video, 64 goals, 142 points, the Oilers could not make the postseason. Leon only had 92, Hyman 82, Bouchard was a no-show, Nugent Hopkins, who the hell is that guy even? And Stuart Skinner, an .899 save percentage, down in the dump. And the New Jersey Devils would eventually go all the way, defeating Chicago in 6 games in the Stanley Cup Finals. Matthews will win the Lindsay and the Maurice Richard, the Art Ross to Gretzky, the Hart to William Nylander, Makar will win the Norris, Hughes again, another Conn Smythe, Igor the Vezina, and we got Wayne Gretzky taking home the Selke, and Patrick Waugh winning the Jack Adams Trophy. So I have gone ahead and reset back to year number 1. So McDavid is back on the Edmonton Oilers. We finally have a good team yet again. I just saw the trajectory that the video was going, and for the sake of the video, I wanted to see my Edmonton Oilers win at least 1 Stanley Cup with a great one, Wayne Gretzky. So we have a few more seasons that we will simulate, and hopefully one of them can be one of the years we actually win it all and take home the Stanley Cup. So at the end of the year, the Oilers are back to dominating 53, 21, and 8, 114 points. A great season by Edmonton, another President's Trophy. Toronto would end up finishing second. They had more wins, but less points. Dallas was up there. Carolina had a great season, as well as the Tampa Bay Lightning. Wayne Gretzky had the most goals on our team with 54. Also the most points, 141. McDavid had 131. Leon with 115. Hyman had 79. Bouchard 71. So the offense is back for Edmonton. And for Stuart Skinner, 42, 16, and 8. 3 shutouts and a .914 save percentage. Gretzky will go ahead, lead the league in scoring with 141. He's also not going to have the most goals. That would be Austin Tummy Matthews, who did have 70. Followed by McKinnon, 66. Pasta had 58. Ovi with 56. Bedard had 55 in year number 2. And of course, the great one was there with 54. Now, on the points side, McDavid was up there. Matthews somehow had 130. Leon, 115. Nathan McKinnon had 109. Pasta, 104. Ovi, 101 at age 39. And Nikita Kucherov just barely had 100 points on the season. Jake Ottinger will have the most wins in the league with 43. And the most shutouts would also go to Otter at 8. So he pretty much locked up that Vezina Trophy. And in round number 1, the Edmonton Oilers are going to face Connor Bedard and the Chicago Blackhawks. Hopefully, no choke job incoming, and we can finally seal the deal and win a Stanley Cup. Well, I don't know how we're going life and death right now with the Chicago Blackhawks, as we are in a Game 7 scenario in round number 1, winner take all. First period, 2-1 lead for Chicago. Second period, oh my god. The Blackhawks have a 3-2 advantage over Edmonton right now. Things are not looking too good at all. Even Wayne Gretzky can't save the Oilers. There we go. Evander Kane. Carter Hart is playing for Chicago. Of course they would. The organization that would sign a scumbag like him would be the Chicago Blackhawks. All right, here we go in overtime. Full forecheck by the Edmonton Oilers. Hopefully, within the first overtime frame, we can have a winner. And hopefully, it will be the Edmonton Oilers, as I am sick and tired of seeing this team lose. We literally had the Stanley Cup in the bag in year number 1. 3-1 advantage over Carolina. We just blow it. There we go. McDavid in on that forecheck. Cross-check him. Right in the neck, just like he did to Connor Garland. Leon shooting. Nice save by the netminder, who is unfortunately a prototypical scumbag in Carter Hart. Connor Bedard coming down the wing, getting bodied by the Viking that is Matthias Ekholm. Oh no, Bertuzzi moves over to Jones. Over Bedsy. Teravainen. Oh, what a save by Foreskin Skinner on Edmonton. We're out shooting them 35-26, but it's all tied up at 3. I don't know why we can narrowly just defeat the year number 1 Chicago Black. Here we go. 2-on-1. McDavid and Greg. Why did Gretzky go for a change? Why did Wayne Gretzky go for a change when we had a 2-on-1 brewing? To Bertuzzi walking in, shoots it right at the pad at Skinner. Speaking of Skinner, moves up to Nuggy. Nugent Hopkins turns it over. Ilya Mikheyev. Hyman just turnover city right now in Edmonton. 12 minutes to go here in the third. Nugent Hopkins. Nugent. Oh my God, Nugent Hopkins. What are you doing, dude? Come on, you can do better than that. Nick Foligno to Ilya Mikheyev. What a save by Skinner. Nice blocker save by Foreskin himself. Out in front, rebound. Skinner's flopping around in the crease. Zach Hyman over to Kulak. Brett Kulak waiting. Number 27. Hyman doesn't get a shot on that. Keep it in. Okay, we're going with the first line back out there on the ice. Get Gretzky, McDavid, and Leon. Brett Kulak leading the rush. Nice save by Hart. Get in there, Leon. There you go. Throw your weight around, kid. Throw the body, laddie. Oh, no. Mikheyev walking in. Ilya. What the fuck was that? Just an absolute BS attempt. Over to Cat. Why is do I not have line number 1 out there on the ice? Why do we got Kasperi Kapanen and Evander Kane and Victor? Oh, my God. That is not line 1. That is not line 1, EA. Korchinski, Murphy, and Skinner with a nice save. 5:40 remaining to go in overtime. Kevin Korchinski. Oh, my God. He wires one on the net. Leon's getting board played. Oh, no. Things are not going great for Edmonton right now. We got 4 minutes. 4 minutes, Edmonton, until I hop out of here. Leon, there it is. No, that's in. Carter Hart put the puck between or past the goal line. That is a good goal, Zebra. 3:53 left to go here in overtime. Come on, Oilers. I'm hopping the hell out of here after 3 minutes. Over to Smith. Riley Smith. Smith waiting. Nice. The good D. Let's go, Leon. Do I pull the goalie? I'm not pulling the goalie. Connor McDavid to Wayne Gretzky. Over the one-timer was there. And somebody got a stick on it. We got 1:40 remaining here in overtime. Ryan Donato gives it off to Smith. Smith! And Skinner with a nice save. 1:05 left to go here in OT. John Klingberg moves up to Gretzky. The great one. Come on, Wayne Gretzky. Over to McDavid. But why? Why with the floaty backhanders? Oh, my God. Everybody's just going for backhanders. This is horrible, man. Teuvo Teravainen to Tyler Bertuzzi. Bertuzzi doesn't get a shot on net, though. Move it up. There it is. Kane. Over to McDavid. He's got no energy. Connor McDavid. McDavid taking it. Oh, McDavid. You got it. The Big Mac David needs to shoot that laddie. What are you waiting for? Chinese New Year? This is, this is some sloppy computer AI right now. Solid reason why. Oh, my God. And Teuvo Teravainen absolutely rings it bar down with like 20 seconds to go in overtime. And in season number 1, with Wayne Gretzky on the squad, the Oilers will fall to the Blackhawks in Game 7 overtime. Well, this is how you know we're playing a video game. Toronto wins the Stanley Cup in 5 games over Vancouver in the Stanley Cup final, and for the first time since '67, they can call themselves champions yet again. Gretzky will win the Ted Lindsay, Art Ross, and Hart Trophy. Tommy Egg Matthews, the Maurice Richard. Makar will take home the Norris. Mitch Marnie is going to win the Conn Smythe. Ottinger the Vezina, and the Selke will go to Robert freaking Thomas. Well, I got one more season left in me. We're going to run back the same exact roster in the hopes that adding a prime Gretzky at a 99 overall can finally put the Edmonton Oilers over the hump and win a Stanley Cup, but I have no idea. I thought we were going to be a dynasty and win multiple cups, but that was just not the case. The Edmonton Oilers are going to finish with a record of 57, 24, and 1, 115 points. A very solid season. We didn't win the President's Trophy. That would be the Toronto Maple Leafs, who had less wins, same amount of points. I guess they won the head-to-head matchup, as Carolina had 112 points. Colorado was up there at 111. Chicago, who did beat us last season, looks very promising yet again. Wayne Gretzky is going to lead our team. He had 44 goals, 128 points. McDavid had 113. Had more goals at 52. Leon had 107, so our top line was definitely producing. Evan Bouchard had 64. Nugent Hopkins 61. And, oh wow, Stuart Skinner was not that good this season whatsoever. Again, Austin Matthews will go off in the simulation. He shouldn't be a 96 overall playing this way. 134 points, leading that category, had the most goals at 73. Goaltending-wise, Skinner did have the most wins, even though he was kind of trash. The most shutouts will go to Binner, who had 9 on the year, alongside a .910 save percentage. And now, in round number 1, we face the Fugazi Winnipeg Jets, who we should be able to absolutely steamroll. We steamrolled Winnipeg in 5 games. Move on to the Seattle Kraken now in round number 2. This is our final shot. We lose here, the video ends, and we do not go out with a Stanley Cup. Come on, Edmonton. We only have 1 loss so far in the postseason. Let's sweep their asses. Get Seattle out of here. There we go. 4-game sweep. We're off to the conference finals, where we are going to play the Minnesota Wild, who are completely carried by Kirill Kaprizov. I like our roster compared to them. We lose game 1, lose game 2. Luckily, we win game 3. A must-win in game 4. Overtime L. Things are not looking too great here in game number 5. We're down 3-1 in the series. We need some sort of a comeback. First period, 1-0 lead for Minnesota. Second period, 2-0 lead. Oh my God, are you really going to tell me the Minnesota Wild are going to beat a team with Wayne? Oh, 3-0. The game is over. We got dominated. Well, I guess we lost to the eventual champions in the Minnesota Wild, as they would defeat Toronto in 6 games in the finals. I really cannot believe that we didn't win a single Stanley Cup in this video. Gretzky led the way, 10 goals, 26 points. McDavid had 20, Draisaitl 19, Hyman 16. The offense was there, but I'm guessing, yeah, Stuart Skinner was an absolute train wreck come playoff time, and he was in the regular season as well. Matthews going to clean sweep in all the awards. We had the Norris going to Cale Makar, the Conn Smythe to Max Zuccarello. Philip Gustafson is going to win the Vezina Trophy, and the Selke will end up going to Sidney Crosby for the first time in his NHL career. Well, that was an absolute shit show. Wayne Gretzky, I mean, individually, he did put up numbers, but he really didn't help out team success-wise, as we only made 1 Stanley Cup final where we choked away a 3-1 series lead. And eventually it all fell downhill. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you leave some support on it. I would like to say thank you all for watching. Let me know in the comments below what you would like to see next. And until next time, don't be silly. Wrap your willy.